Move over here a little bit. Actually, hey, what's up? We're here watching playing Madden, a little Madden Steelers action here on Steelers game day. The Steelers play the Browns today. Steelers game day. The Steelers play the Browns today. Yep. So yeah, the Steelers play the Browns, and should be a really tough matchup. The Browns have the number one defense in the NFL for a couple years in a row, not just for one season here. So, and again, this year, Miles Garrett has 22 sacks with only 15 games, still two games remaining. So, still two games. It's no joke. Let me shut that echo down. Sorry. Yeah, and you can see here I won 7 games in a row. The last game I was losing 27-7, and then I got an AFK when he either ran to the bathroom or something, or he had to, I don't know, it was 90 seconds if you're away for 90, approximately 100 seconds. It gives you an AFK, and I was going to quit when I threw an interception. Maybe he didn't know I threw an interception and he wasn't even there. I was like driving and threw an interception on the goal line, and then he got the ball, and I was gonna quit, but I said no, I won't quit. He probably ran to the bathroom or something because then it was ticking down, and I got a win. So that was a 7 win. The other wins were legit though: 30-29, 21-6, 33-26. You could see I was scoring more points there for a couple games. Um, the Madden, they don't let you, they it's broken, so you can't do substitutions. I'm champion, which is the final thing. Look how it's doing the roster update. Um, it's really bizarre. Steelers were in 87. They dropped down to an 84. They had some injuries with well, DK's out, and Jones got hurt, and maybe they just downgraded Pittsburgh. Um, I don't know what took him from an 87 to an 84. Not sure, but the Steelers had been in 87 all year. Now they're in 84. It could be the absence of um, Jones on the line. One thing, Slay was an 80 and he's gone. Hi, ain't Amin B. Hello, 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 Amin. Um, so yeah, we're gonna smoke a little marijuana. This is not made for kids. Cheers, let's go Steelers. Let's become AFC champions today. Can we do it? I don't know. I'm nervous. But I was wanted to say here after this, I want no part of Derrick Henry after watching last night's decimating of the Packers. I mean, the Packers kept making it close, but Henry, once he's rolling and the line's blocking well, he poked that hole and fucking he's got vision, speed, size, skill. That stiff arm is beastly, dude. He was stiff arming the Packers, and he makes it look effortless. He's one of the best backs of our day and age. He's like Tony Dorsett. Uh, you know, Jim Brown is still always the best, man. Barry Sanders. Now the Steelers have a formidable one-two punch. Gainwell's a guy who's like considered like a gadget guy, but he's like consistently gaining yardage. And like Tomlin said, every time they need 3 yards, he's able to navigate it and pick it up. And Warren's a bit of a bowling ball. He's a pretty beastly running back, but Neither one of them are Derrick Henry. Derrick's also not. He's not going to catch out of the backfield. He's kind of a semi one-dimensional. The Steelers have been able to limit him at times. You have to stop him before he starts going downhill. You get him within the first 2 yards, and then that's how you stop him. Um, and when they turn Lamar Jackson into a running back, they limit his running and force him to be a pocket passer, and they're able to beat Baltimore. But the way Baltimore ran for 200 yards against them in the playoffs, and that's the same team that looked like beat the Packers. So it made me a little nervous. Plus, the Steelers this year have been suspect against the run, although they've been better the past few games. But Derrick Henry's a different animal. I don't want to hear about the Lions got killed by the Vikings, which show they're not that great. Now you look at the Browns. The Browns just barely lost to the Bills, but the Bills' defense is a little weak, so you have to understand that. And they Browns almost beat the Titans. The Titans went to the wire. Titans have been playing better lately. But then the Bills have gotten beat, like the Cow 49ers beat them 26 to 8 or whatever. Um, Chicago beat them 31 to 3. Um, so I don't know. I'm hoping it's not that when they played Green Bay it was 10-10 all the way to the end, and then Green Bay won in the fourth quarter, but it was a tight game for a long time. The Browns are able to keep these games like tight, so it'll be like 10-10, 13-10, 10-7, all the way like into the fourth quarter. But on the other hand, the Steelers might score, and if they can put up like 28 points, they should win. The Browns, if they can keep it close with their defense, and you never know, like what kind of game Shadur Sanders might have. He might have a good game. He could have the best game of the year against the Steelers, and this is a really important game because it's the first time he's playing Pittsburgh, and so for him personally, it's a very important game. Um, and I was watching the Steelers play earlier in the season, and it was like I was watching Browns earlier, and the stadium was half empty. Literally, I was like, "Where's all the fans, dude?" It's sad they were playing like I don't know who they were playing, Tennessee or someone, and I said, "Wow, when the Steelers play them, it's half full." Granted, it's like 1/4 of them are Steeler fans, but still, like the fans really show up against Pittsburgh, and the team really shows up against Pittsburgh. That's like their Super Bowl, and this is a chance for them to have a meaningful game in the playoffs. A lot of the NFL has eyes on this game to see if Steelers can win the AFC North or does it go down to next week. So it's a big play. It's the only game with playoff implications the Browns will play all year, and you can't discount that stuff because um, it really motivates the team to like be locked in this week. That being said, I don't know how to predict this game. My friends were like, "Oh, we're picking the Steelers all the way." Well, you might not want to pick Steelers Browns because you never know. It's like in the playoff game when they hiked the ball, Pouncey went over Ben's head 20 yards, and that was like the debacle. And Steelers ended up coming back, but they still lost like 35 to 10 or 35 to 31 or whatever. But it was like 35 to nothing in the first quarter, and because they came to play, and the Steelers, and this is one thing that concerns me, the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers buying the team ATVs, which is really, really super duper cool. But are they like thinking that they already won the Super Bowl? That are they like they already in the playoffs? You know what I mean? Like they just have to beat the Browns, and the Browns have a weak record, so they're taking them lightly, and then they get smacked on the fucking chin and have to go play Baltimore at home, who's just ran for 200 yards. You know what I mean? So uh, Baltimore's locked in. The Steelers got to take care of business today at home. I mean, today in Cleveland. Yeah, I'm done talking. Let's play. I think TJ Watt's out, or is he playing? I didn't see that, man. I think he's out, actually. He practiced, but he's out, so, Metcalf, but
With
Roman Wilson will get
Chesapeake
an
Bay
opportunity.
gleaming in the distance, we are
MVS will get
inside
more
M&T
opportunities.
Bank
I'm actually
Stadium in
excited
the
to see
Inner
what the other
Harbor in
guys can do.
Baltimore,
There we
Maryland.
go, man.
Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have...
Got to do it. I think that's it. There. I got it all. I'll wait till he's ready. Let him know I'm ready. Give him a second. Catch my breath.
Starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Put in KJ. I'll just put in Jones on some packages. Rodgers Jones getting some playing time here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's faster in the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his
There was nothing there, but he still picked up 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run.
It's just like any Steelers package, but I add a lot of plays.
And frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now run straight ahead and roll. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers.
No one was open like this.
Down he goes. With veteran Kyle Van
I had nowhere to throw it. Everyone was covered me.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Oh,
And it's incomplete. complete. They cannot convert, and they turn it
Risky,
over.
dumb.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover
It's
on
like Tomlin.
downs.
That's because they're like, sometimes we make dumb decisions. Not always perfect. Where's Sawyer there?
Jackson now.
All alone. See, look what happened. Why is there's two guys that cover inside and nobody on him? There's a glitch, man. Because Elliott, they both jump inside, dude.
And not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Maybe that's the defense, the way it was called.
Terrible
Terrible opening sequence, though. For 7-0 guy. So he kicked off first and scored first. He really did good.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
All right, I can focus now, though. That was a bad turnover, though. That turnover.
Charles, we know that this
Not good.
offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now Rodgers.
Fuck, man. These glitchers, man.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
But they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there.
One thing, man. Yeah. I want to put in Jones. He's a little faster on
Gave
the,
up a big sack on the first
on the line.
drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Blue 58!
Rodgers going to throw.
Fuck, man.
Intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Fucking not paying good attention enough.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Why is he alone again? Oh my god. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, dude, it's fucking glitched as fuck, dude.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly.
And there's nobody there, look. How come nobody's there at all, dude? That's fucking safe. And look how my defense is, the cornerback's supposed to be there. Where'd he go? This is like an exploit, dude.
You make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try
This guy's like a glitcher, dude.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the
Telling you guys, this guy's like a glitcher. He does the same thing every time, mid blitz, and then blitz everybody, and then he does that fucking glitch where you get like an open guy because
The Pittsburgh
Elliott
offense
and
at
the
the line to
cornerback
start their
both
next
cover
drive.
the slot and they
Not only are
leave
they in
it
search of
wide
their
open.
first score, they're
It's
in
a
search of their
glitch,
first
man. I read
first down
about
in this
it.
ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
They were supposed to have fixed it, but I don't think they did exactly.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Too slow.
And this
The
one
pass is too slow there, man.
Well, they had that one snipped out
What's up,
defensively.
Howard
That's a tough one to
2.0?
connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
So now he's going to switch it a little bit.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is
Damn,
just not
dude.
there to begin this ball game.
Now they
This is
face
the
a 3rd
first
and
4
10
passing
after
attempts. What's
back-to-back
going on here?
incompletions.
Why is it going to that stupid screen? It says, oh, if you buy points, you won't have it. And then there's no ad. It says, if you buy points, you won't have to watch ads. But there's no fucking ad. And it just sits on that screen for like over fucking 5 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? Just sitting there. Hey, buy points, you won't see this black blank screen anymore. Okay,
Snap comes
thanks.
in 1. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
You know,
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 22
buy
there
points,
on
you
the
won't
3rd
see
down
this
conversion.
blank screen where we just shut this fucking, you just can't watch streams at all for a minute. You know, someone's talking to you and they just mute them for 30 seconds. Say, hey, buy points. What the fuck, mute me? Get your shit together, man.
But that time, they were up to the challenge.
There has to be a better way than interrupting people's streams, man.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is
Come on, you gotta catch that.
force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I
Gotta
know
get on the
ball's
gear
coming
here,
out
man.
high. They expected it and got there.
Say, hi,
The
say.
incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need
Say, I
8 big
misses
play here,
you. Where
3rd
you
and 10.
be? Where you been, say?
Rodgers again now. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time.
Oh no, he fucking guessed run.
I'm not sure he got there. Did they
I wasn't gonna run it either. I just roll with it.
Mike Tomlin
Oh my
takes a shot
god,
here, but to no
terrible.
avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This
Wide
is the way
open,
you
easily, dude. Too easy to just toss it to the running back.
3 yards on the play.
That out of the backfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that.
I think this does the same thing again,
12,
man.
15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this is
If it works, he does it again.
Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10.
180! What a shot! 180! 180! What a shot! Hey, Ozzy! Set up!
Now it's Jackson.
Get it! Oh, I needed that.
Back for it.
Put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
Yo,
Jackson will throw again. He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up.
He's not much of a receiver, actually, Henry. I was just saying that. Of course, he goes for it. These guys never plan.
I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
You fucking kidding me? Oh, man.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
I didn't see that coming into the audience. I thought even if he runs, he won't get put that. I should have put the spy on. I almost always do.
4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Luke now for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration. Going through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. 21-0 our score after 1.
Okay, well, the comeback has to start. Now, I don't get the ball. I opened up getting the ball, right? I received first. Did I receive first? So I don't get the ball at the third. I'm screwed, man. I have to hope that he just starts tanking and I start playing good. Or hope for another AFK. If someone comes to the door and he quits.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Hey, take 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized.
He alternates between the mid blitz and the Tampa.
Coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Rodgers now to throw. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's in.
Nice, fucking bullied in. Bowled himself in.
From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Jeez, at least not another interception. It's fucking
21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, it sucks that
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson.
see, it's a glitch, dude. Nobody's there.
Complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
Nobody's there. It's a glitch, man.
Is looking very comfortable
Fucking
here in this
bullshit,
first
man.
half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient.
I think I'm supposed to have called one of these plays.
Things are
Here,
definitely
dude.
going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
He wants to run the clock. He
Now the
fucking run
Steelers
away. I'm
use
glad
the
he
first
did
of their
that.
3 timeouts.
It's fucked up, dude. And when he exploits the glitch every time. He'll say, "Oh, it's not a glitch. I'm just no, dude. My corners doesn't even cover at all, dude. It's fucking weird, man."
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Jackson going to keep it. And he can't find any.
God, he didn't fumble that shit.
And he goes down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here now a 3rd down and 8. They go play action with Jackson.
Come on, are you fucking shitting me, dude?
That sets up the 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got to
Go down and make sure to take the clock, man.
on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this
Well,
1st and
hopefully
goal.
that costume that doesn't score.
Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll give Henry another shot.
Oh, one guy missed, and I'm lucky he didn't go in.
A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
Probably run with Jackson here.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
No, we changed it. Hey, report. Report.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh,
Into
man.
the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
He knows all the tricks in the book, this guy, man.
Loop for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
And I didn't help early on, playing terrible in the first quarter. Made it easy on him.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
I always say you can't go into these games distracted, man. It's really hard online competition.
We've hit intermission. It's halftime.
You got to be
This is
locked
the
in, man.
NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
I mean, why even play if you could just cheat and win? You know, I don't really
Baltimore
even
offense at the
understand.
line, set to get going.
It's only 4-minute periods, and your strategy is to like waste the clock.
Change it.
I mean, okay, you have the lead
Good
again.
run by Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 3.
Hey. Hey.
Look, he does a reverse. He's a fucking glitch artist, dude. Look at my guys, how they do in reverse, man. See that?
9 yards.
This guy's a glitch artist, dude. Every glitch in the book, man.
Favorable situation there. What would you call that?
I hate playing guys like this,
Smart
dude.
play, too. Didn't force it
He does a
downfield,
quick
but he did
reverse
have
because
it.
it flips your guys.
Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now he'll scramble with fucking. It's so predictable, this guy, dude. Here, fuck this game, dude. Why would you play this glitch artist, dude? Make sure to never play Mike Strike again, dude. You should mark like who the glitch artists are, dude. You see, he did that quick flip, dude. Everything he does is a glitch. Why even play the game, dude? That's what I don't. If you're like a programmer and you know all the glitches, you know how to like make them nano blitz every time. You know how to get your wide receiver open every single time, like so he's not even covered at all. You just why even play at all, dude? It's like you're like a programmer of the game and you know all the glitches and you just cheat on everybody, dude. I mean, I played terrible in the beginning, but every play was a nano blitz. It's annoying, dude. And now I'm gonna run out the clock in the most obnoxious manner possible. Oh, they like exploiting the game, dude. And you can look up all the game exploits on YouTube and study them and know them all. You could tell if I had catched it earlier, I would have started. You have to you know when he's doing the double, send all your guys out and do deep passes, and then he'll flip to other thing, then you run the ball. I would have had to do that early on, and I was
On a
like
simply
fumbling with
gorgeous
the
night
screen and
of Lone
everything.
Star State, we've got the roof open, and it's
It
time
looks
for
like he's
football,
just gonna like
folks, here at
rub
Energy
in his
Stadium
glitches
in
and shit.
Houston.
It's just annoying,
Tonight
dude.
we've got an
It's the most
AFC matchup in
obnoxious.
store for
It's
you.
like these
As
kids
the
in NHL.
Pittsburgh
They
Steelers
they ruin
taking
the
on the
games on
Houston
purpose. They go into
Texans.
like 6-on-6 games, and then they won't play. They'll like be a dead player, so they'll make the team lose. So all 12 people have to like quit and go and do another game. Oh, they do that shit all the time, dude. Because if they get mad about
And
something,
we are
either if you
underway
don't
from
pass to them
NRG
enough,
Stadium in
or
Houston.
maybe they give up one goal, and they some players are so bad they just don't do anything other than sit there and ruin games all day. So as soon as you see that person in the lobby, you leave. It's not that I think Mike Strike is great or that he beat me fair and square or anything like that, dude. Like the game I lost the other day. It's like you're like glitching the game, you're exploiting the game. It's just not fun. I love to teach because there's a lot of amateur exploiters I teach them. Like this guy like knows every glitch in the book, and so
It's second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go.
so I don't
They
take
never
the
were
time to
crashing the
study. I
pocket before
kind
he
of
even
just
made the line,
play,
and they hold him to just a yard.
and I try to do sims. I try to play like a sim style, like simulate the real Steelers.
Here's Stroud.
That's why I don't like, which is precisely why I don't enjoy Madden Ultimate Team, where you can just everyone get a 99. Everyone's a 99 on your team. The richest brat in the world could just get a 99 team, and they do, and they drop all this money. And they get. I want to play as I don't like to do if you do a fantasy league where the franchise, I just quitted the franchise. It was a full franchise, probably would have been fun, but they do a draft. They put all the players into a pool and draft everybody. I see it's so fun. Some people say, "Oh, that sounds fun." Not for me. I like to play as the real Steelers, man, with Mike Tomlin and Highsmith and Cam Hayward and Watt, Aaron Rodgers, and Metcalf, and the line, and I like to simulate like how the actual Steelers play. So that's how I have fun, and I like to try to climb the online leaderboards. I wish they would make this mode a little better. Get rid of the glitches, get rid of the accelerated clock, make it 5-minute periods, have simulated seasons where you just they do it in college where you play like a 10 game. Each game is like they say win 8 games, qualify for the little playoff tournament, and then the field is painted differently. I don't know if both teams are in the playoffs, so you're only in the playoffs. They could do that here, where you have like a 32-game season, 17-game season, and then maybe it's we're looking for your next opponent. It's the Browns. Maybe you could play out of order. Or it'll just like look for all the, there's a lot of ways they could do that. I mean, you could have a simulated season and the playoffs and the Super Bowl. They could either do it once a month or once a week, and then maybe every weekend is the playoffs or something like that.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
You have to play 17 games during the week, and then maybe they could something like that.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Or every 2 weeks is the playoffs. Something. They could figure it out. With 190,000 people looking for a game, you can have a 32-game season easily, man. I mean, you don't have to. They could do it a number of ways. They could make it where you know who's in your division with you, you know who your players are with you, or they could do it where. It doesn't matter. Like they could do it like the way college does it.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't really.
The purpose trying to get my ass kicked like I did last game.
Complete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Food over there. I don't know if you didn't eat it, but that's your problem. I'm not going to chase you down. You run into the closet, and what do you want me to do? Run into the closet, grab you, drag you into the kitchen? So you're going to have to starve until fucking next dinner time. Will you stop? You would put your ass in my face.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
That's so terrible. She doesn't go eat, dude. And then when it is time to eat, she takes 2 bites and then runs off. It's so fucking neurotic. She hears the other cats eating. She hears me talking. It takes 2 bites and comes running out of the kitchen and like looks up at me or something. I'm like, what are you doing? Go fucking eat your food, man. And then now, if I say go eat your food, and I try to like, then she's like, oh, she runs off and it gets even more sketchy.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they
Look
have
at
the
delicate
advantage. They feel like they have the
She
matchup,
starves
and they're just
herself.
attacking right now.
Going to the
I don't
air
know
on
what
the
she's
opening
doing.
drive. A handoff for Warren.
This other cat is a fucking beggar. All she does is beg for food all day long. And then even while she has a full plate of food, she'll sit there and beg for more. Like as she's eating, she'll beg as she's eating. Reminds me of this alcoholic who's like throwing up, and like as he's throwing up, he's still drinking.
After one, 7-0.
Like Patches, it's like you, man. It worked better when I had the alarm going. You set an alarm, and when the alarm goes off, and then they react to the alarm rather than thinking like they have to hound you. The automatic feeders really work good in that way. Well, you know I'm not in the game when I'm not even making my substitutions correctly. You know what I mean?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short.
It's so obvious, but I still got it.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I got to do this, man. It doesn't. It's just. I like benching Rudolph because I think he did use the N word on Garrett. I think he did. I like throwing Benton in here. You gotta switch Benton and Harmon around. It just works out a lot better. And then you could put Elliott in because he's an 80 on your bench, dude. Stick Ramsey in for Johnson here. You gotta hope they give you time to do it, dude. Elliott. There, the time's going. There. There.
Gain on the 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another Steelers first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Steelers.
26.
Rodgers going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's fucking destroyed, dude.
Defensive end Daniil Hunter drops him. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just...
I always forget to do this, but I actually think in the game at least, Jones is he's pretty close to Pete. Look, 71, 72, but he's got the age and speed because he's 5 faster. Would be a little bit better pass block, run block. No, Pete's actually a little bit better. He has more finesse, but better lead blocker, a little better impact. I think he's slightly better in the game at least. I don't know about real life. I think he's developing and getting better a lot. He was doing pretty good before he got injured.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure
Remember, these are young players in development. They're not.
Now Rodgers.
They're not as is, man.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a third and inches. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter.
A heavy mismatch over there. Well, that's what that guy was doing. He was exploiting the mismatches. Just put like 4 on one side. So,
158, 150. Inside.
Now Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
I thought he's going to call the same play, and Max Protector's wide open, dude.
DK Metcalf from 19 yards away.
Not going to be bullied by his nano blitz. He's like, this is what I'm saying. These kids, they study YouTube how to fucking nano blitz, and that's it, dude.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense.
They don't really play the game. The other guy, last game, I wasn't very prepared. I was like on that screen. It took me like till I was 14-0 to notice what was going on. There's some more on top of the situation, you know? And this guy, I don't think he's as good as that Mike Strike knew every blitz in the book. Hey, P-Sprog, what's up? That big Steeler game today.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, I got to let my offense, let my computer play one play. I got to do something.
Houston's
Okay, I want to see how much money in the bank. $7. That's enough to get some pizza and a snack. Or I go to the store, but go after the Steelers game.
If you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
In motion, the tight end. Again, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Not fast enough to get over there.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down
Same
conversion.
play.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the line can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and and turn it into a
He's
nice
so
game.
focused on
Well, give
little
them credit for
glitching that he
trying, but there was
didn't
no
notice
fooling the defense with
the,
that call. They
the
were reading run,
play.
and they set up to stop the run and then execute it.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He might be able to score
Nobody
here if
think
he
the tight
throws.
end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that
He
contact, but in
goes
this case,
for it and
maybe a
doesn't
little
get
too
it
much time
right
getting
here.
hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Should have been dropped. Wow.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more.
It was a drop.
Another
Nice.
timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Stroud and company going for it.
Oh, man, I should have called a timeout, man. My defense was scrambling. I called bear, and then I tried to audible into the defense I wanted, but they were just scrambling around. Oh my god, I fucking botched that, dude. Look, cover 6. No.
Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive,
Totally
and
botched
there's
that,
really
dude.
aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That happens sometimes. You botch things, dude.
With the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
We've got to take care of business today, dude.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 20.
That was a big gaffe, man. That might be a game-costing gaffe right there,
Here
man.
about ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner,
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Well, that didn't take long.
DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
This game is so broken. I saw they were advertising it on YouTube, and I guess they don't make this for Xbox One. So they said, retro make it for Xbox One, and I'll buy it 3 times. You'll buy this horrible game 3 times. The same game that they released last year. They should just, everyone's always says they should just patch this game to be a yearly subscription. $70 a year is highway robbery, dude. It's the same exact game. Dude.
So all square here in this third quarter as the
For those of us that pay every year, why don't they make it a $20 upgrade every year?
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
I skipped hockey for a while because hockey got to be so bad, and I'm sick of buying the same game every time. And then it gets worse, man. And like the hockey games are like 9-7, or 8-7, 9-8, and I'm like, this isn't how real hockey is. Games are 9-8. It's all time.
Keeping them in the driver's seat.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it.
And then they keep saying that the goalies are supposed to learn, but they never do. It's like the same saying you move your stick left and right and score. And the goalie like looks stupid every single time. They do like the kids do the same moves over and over and over again. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Why isn't the goalie learning? Even within the same game, like, okay, maybe it should work once per game. But they, like, you never see, like, Russ do the same thing over and over in real life. Like I said, I like Sim, and when it's been abusive and it's good, it's not fun. I did that. I figured out how to beat the goalie, and then you just like score every time. It's not fun to play like that. I stopped playing because I'm like, this sucks.
Blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
That's what they do. You do a mid blitz and you bring your safety down. These guys come straight in. But that's how you also beat it with the passes to the back. And
so this game tied at the half, but we are tied.
Oh no, he's going for it.
Sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by the offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost
that was stupid, man.
right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now I don't just tie it, I just get the lead.
Good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Pure unbridled joy. You saw it was pure unbridled joy after that.
Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I saw one-on-one there.
It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Yeah, their defense is good.
Failure to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
One of the best in the league.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh, he fucking stayed in and covered me personally.
About the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays
Yeah,
off.
but there's only 4 minutes left in the game and you're down.
They toss it to Warren. Trying to turn the corner.
These are 4-minute periods with accelerated clock. So just pick 20 seconds off. 4-minute period with accelerated clock. It's stupid.
Throwing is Rodgers. That is incomplete.
What do you mean incomplete? He caught it and ran 4 or 5 fucking yards.
First down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He just caught it and then ran 5 yards, and they say he was bobbling it, and that's stupid, dude.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
What the fuck, man? He's wide open. Why is he throwing it over his fucking head, dude?
Over the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Houston. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Mixon with a first down carry.
You know why? Because I didn't eat breakfast, man.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
That's it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Steelers' 41-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon.
Well, I should run to that little store. There's a little store here, man. Eat him.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Robin.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Under.
Motion man left is Kirk.
Hey.
The center receiver in motion to the left. Now Stroud.
Come on, man. He catches it, but my Metcalf drops it over there.
Tackles made at the
Fucking
Steelers'
bullshit,
21.
dude.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they
Not
use
playing
the
right
first of their
just now.
timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Well, he has the
Too
first
bad I
down.
couldn't
He's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
Make him fumble with that dive in the air.
Lead, fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset.
Oh, he
telling the offensive
could do
coordinator,
that and then kick
"I
a
want
field
the
goal and
big
go up.
boy carrying the ball." And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up
Three
on the ball,
scores,
taking
so
care of it, and
2
grinding out
scores.
yardage.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3
But he
timeouts.
can still take a knee. I would have to
As they'll
score
talk
and get a
things over
2-point
prior to this
and
upcoming
get
second
a
down play.
either he misses a field goal or
118. What's that?
I get the onside kick.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Now the Steelers going to use their
I think he would just run it again, right? Now.
the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the
So
question
then you
everyone's
can
wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the
take
air
another
here on
40
third?
seconds
I
off
don't.
and kick a
I run
field
the
goal.
football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed
They
and
miss
stopped them for
sometimes,
almost
but
no
hardly
gain.
ever.
The kick by Fairbairn is
It's a pretty safe strategy
make this a
here.
9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages,
And I don't have timeouts, so
this one on ice.
very unlikely to lose.
So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a
You
little bit
do
of a
that
stretch
to
for him
preserve the
based on
time on the clock.
Incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This is 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Losses, man. This one was a winnable game. I didn't play that great again.
How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't think the way the Packers decimated the Steelers yesterday, the way the Ravens decimated the Packers yesterday, the Steelers don't want any part of it, man. Steelers don't want any part of that, man. No siree. Check in with Steelers pregame. That's like CBS and shit. See if they have any pregame going here. Doesn't look like it. Not good. I lost my games here. What the hell's going on here? Come on.
Line is, though, is these teams are maddeningly inconsistent for fans that are looking to see them go on this run where they're not stoppable, where we're seeing what the Texans are doing, what the Jaguars are doing, right? What the Patriots did and the Broncos did.
Right.
Where do we see this out of the Bills? The Eagles, even though they've got double-digit wins, in the case of the Eagles, they have the NFC East in hand, and the AFC East will be the Bills. The bottom line is, which offense do you think can be more consistent and is more trustworthy? Bills. Bills. You know what? I mean, there's the number one rush offense, and that's James Cook and Josh Allen. But then there's still total offense. They're fourth best in the league in scoring and yards and all of that. They're more consistent than those Eagles. The Eagles are trying to find their identity to try to be a run team. Always trying to get better in the passing game. What the heck are we lately? Saquon Barkley's been more involved with the run game. That's how they have to finish the season. But it's not going to be easy for the Bills because the defense over there, the Eagles, their best scoring defense is going to be ours. And it's going to be terrible weather. Yeah, and if I'm going with one of the offenses, I'm specifically looking at the pass game. I'm actually going with the Eagles, and I'm going to show you why by showing you a tape of the Bills pass game. And this is where I have problems, is that I still don't know if they've got the weapons on the outside. You know, guys that you feel like can be consistent in these big moments. Like right here, like you got to make that play. You got to come up with that play. Here's a big fourth down situation. Man, we're trying to make a play. I love the quarterback. He's obviously going to give you a chance. Then you got to make this catch right here in the end zone. But when you're seeing a lot of mistakes on the back end, okay, when they're not dropping passes, they're not getting a lot of separation either. Like, where is Josh going to throw the football right here, tries to put it inside fake, but there's no room on the sideline. And these are the things that you see come up when they are forced to pass the football. Once again, blanketing across the board, nobody creating separation, which forces this guy to think, I got to do everything. He takes a 20-yard loss in that particular situation. So I love their run game. I love what they're doing there. But when it's forced to pass, I believe there's a lot of issues there. And it's hard for us to believe that you might say the Eagles have the better pass game. But I do believe in the consistency of their weapons on the outside more than with the Bills. And Josh Allen hurt his foot in that taking the sack. It almost gave Myles Garrett the win in the all-time sack record. Nobody didn't jump in. No, why not? You took the Eagles as the fourth plus was the offense. Should have shown us and saw how well the Eagles are doing. But you know, was negative. When you make a decision, you got to take it on something. And so I was watching one from last week, and I'm like, I don't trust this pass offense. And so, okay, so you get to see that. Just wanted to know. I want to see how the sausage gets made. Okay, all right. So, that could go either way. Okay. Yeah, they don't have the weapons as you speak of, but tell you what they do have. I know what you have. Superman. And before Superman was with the Justice League, he was solo act. But you know what?
Or
Superman movie, he had no sidekick. His name was Crypto. Well, Superman has a sidekick too. His name is James Cook. It's Crypto. And when James Cook gone, the Bills eat. And their run game has been carrying this offense. But also, in these games, this is why name is Superman, so I trust him at home with their run game more than I trust Philadelphia Eagles. I like when you give us your analysis mixed up with superhero lore, because it keeps me Steve. Yeah, no, it's really. You ever Superman, Steve? Crypto. You got it. It's really good. Okay, I will. Man and his dog. Crypto. Did you know anything about this? He did not. Yeah? No. Yeah. You might have crypto. You might have the blockchain. I don't know. That may be the crypto. I might have learned from you. You're a comic book guy. Man, Sauce Gardner may be like, I saw the Jets, and then the Colts go 1-6, and we're out of the playoffs. What's he thinking right now? What have I done? He's thinking to the future, obviously, but he's active for the first time since week 13, but the Colts are no longer active in the playoff hunt. Jaguars sure are. Take it away, Stacey Dale.
Yeah, Rich, and Sauce will be trying to defend an offense that's simply hot. 7-1 over their last 8 games since their bye, averaging 33 points per game. Trevor Lawrence and company. I spoke to tight end Brenton Strange, who told me that Lawrence has been an absolute beast in terms of how well he is playing. I talked to Kenny Moore from this Colts defense, and he said this is an offense you simply can ill afford to make mistakes against. As for Lawrence, who's got a career best 26 passing touchdowns, Moore told me he's just such a dual threat. So good, one of the best in the league, really, at delivering the ball on the run, always looking for the home run, shutting down explosives. It's really the big key for these Colts today. They've got to play honest, Moore said, and disciplined against a Jags team that has 11 wins for the first time since 2007.
Have a little respect. Look at him. It's a smaller market. They know they're not going to get respect from the league. That's Broncos. I'm going to go with the home team. They can do it. Well, they're going with disrespect this team. Hasn't noticed this team. They better notice now. It's thankful that small market team like us is going to come into a place like Mile High and get it done. So, Kurt, you and I, hopefully everybody watched yesterday here on NFL Network called Chargers Texans, and the Texans are playing remarkable football. They might not even win the division because Jacksonville has played so well. You and I called Jags and Rams in London 2 months ago, and to hear Stacey Dale talk about it, folks like you can't make a mistake against the Jaguars. The Jaguars were talking about how many mistakes they were making on their own and trying to overcome that. And even with that as an emphasis from Liam Cohen, they had double-digit penalties that day, blown out by the Rams. They've been a totally different team that day. Gerald, how do they get their 7th straight win today? Well, if I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, I look at what Philip Rivers has been doing, and what he's been doing is getting the ball out of his hand. So typically, to make the quarterback hold the ball, you would play zone. Well, we've seen the Philadelphia Eagles play the Kansas City Chiefs, and they played a lot of man coverage, a lot of press man coverage, and they got physical with these wide receivers and made them get open. Find a wide receiver who can get open. So if I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm doing the same thing with these Indianapolis Colts wide receivers. I'm going to play a lot of man press coverage and force these wide receivers to get open. So Philip Rivers has to hold their ball because I don't believe they have the weapons to get open versus this secondary, which will allow your defensive line to get there and get up Philip Rivers off this spot. So, and an interesting thing, we were watching the Texans defense talk a little bit about how they can play downhill because they got such a great pass rush. So they squeeze the field and take away those windows. That's something that I would be interested to see Jacksonville do because Philip has been great. But where he struggled is to really push the ball down the field. And so force him to try to make some of those deeper throws, see if he can do that. But for me with this Jags team is they've got so many ways
this
that
one,
they can beat
fuck
you.
this.
They're playing great on defense. They're not giving up any rush yards. They're getting after the quarterback. Offensively, I talked about it earlier. Trevor Lawrence on 3rd down.
2 losses, man, got me down.
Over 3 weeks. And Stacey was talking about the choke play. And that's what they do. They're not a dink and dunk, throw a bunch of. They will attack you down the field, and they will threaten your secondary every time out. Trevor Lawrence is playing great. So, I mean, to me, it's just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, maybe even not at that high of a level, but they're winning in so many different areas. I just think it's one of those, if they don't, shoot themselves in the foot, make all those mistakes that we saw earlier in the year. Done it in 2 months. They're a really good team. Well, with the exception of being up 19 in Houston, right? Then that sparked the Texans' current win streak when they came back on Jacksonville. Yeah. Jacksonville could be coming in. We were asking about winning a ninth straight game today if they held on to that. They also might already be in first place and clinching the division because they would swept Houston. Steve, what do you think? Yeah, they started off season 4-3, and then they had to bye. And what a good coaching staff does, especially if you're new, you keep teaching your system and how you're going to do things. And Coach Cohen has done a great job with getting this offense to a point where they're winning games consecutively. We talk a lot about Trevor Lawrence, but this defense is pretty darn number one run defense in the league. And if you're going to stop Jonathan Taylor, this is how you do it. You stop them, you load the box, you do whatever you can to make them think, hey, we got to be one-dimensional and have that old guy, Phillip Rivers, beat us with his arm. This is a complete team. They came out of the woodwork fast. I mean, my hat is off to this organization because they are really playing well. Well, two pieces of Ian Rappaport news to wrap this conversation up and transition to the next one. First one, he says that based on his reporting, that with the Colts now out, they couldn't transition to Riley Leonard on such short notice because they learned yesterday that they were out. So this could be Phillip Rivers' last start. They don't plan to start him against Houston with them being out. Plus, after what we saw the Texans look like, I think Shane Steichen loves the Rivers family too much to maybe put Phillip Rivers into that situation. My goodness gracious. Wow. And then the other piece of news that Ian Rappaport was talking about is that George Kittle's going to test his ankle tonight, right before game time. So it truly is up in the air. It's not just playing cat and mouse about trying to keep the Bears guessing whether Kittle's going, because, I mean, if Kittle goes, this is the way it goes when Brock Purdy targets him. Kyle Shanahan's Niners have been absolutely superb all year long.
This is weird, this rabbit game.
Thank you, man. My sisters told me that. Really? What? On 3rd and goal. Purdy under pressure. Jump throw! Jump pass again. Michael Jordan jumped out. Way to be up. All in Brock. So proud of you right there, Brock. Got him. Gotta get him, Ricky. They don't like my spot, so they challenge it. Yeah, your spot was awesome. Cam Moore's just going to throw this away. Way to stay off him. Okay, so Caleb Williams, as you can see, has been superb in the final throws of the game trying to win it, while Brock Purdy, over the last 2 games, has been absolutely on fire. That's how you both wind up in Warner's corner in a good way. You want to wind up the other. That's right, and it's usually a good way. What gets you into the corner, Mooch? I mean, I don't know what you did to get in here. Probably wasn't good, but for these two guys,
weird game,
they're playing really, really well. And let's start with number 13 over here, a guy that I know doesn't wow you with the physical ability, but to me, he wows me with how he sees the field and plays the game. Here, we're going to keep the safety outside the backside hash. For some reason, we got a double team. If he understands that, now I can put this team up over the top, almost like a post, and you see great touch and great placement of the football. Talk about placement. They ask him to do this a lot in this offense. Throw between the numbers and have to layer balls up and over linebackers. He does a great job with that up and down throw, and then his ability to read quickly. They've got a 4-strong look here, trying to get to Christian McCaffrey, but all these bodies inside, quickly transitions to the high-low on the outside, and once again, great placement of the football for the touchdown. And it was controversy, and Matt Jones is going to be good, but this guy's really good, great scheme, and he's got a lot of smarts. He does a good job. This guy now, different story, because this is a guy work in progress, and in his sophomore year, boy, is he getting better. And that's what you wanted to see, right? From last year to this year, in this new offense, what did he do? Where did he grow? Processing information, looking off to the right. 1, 2, doesn't have it. Watch it. Beating eyes coming together on the backside. Boom. Hitting 3 across the middle, beating the backside safety. Here's another one. Looking for the choice route to Loveland over here. Don't have it. Watch a little. Bounce back. Reset. Bring your eyes back to the front side. Boom. Finding his next guy. Love what he's doing there. And then having a pressure plan. I talked about it all the time. Something he struggled with last year. Hey, we got a free hitter coming in. A-gap on the right-hand side. Hey, where's my hot? Here's my hot. Dump it to my guy. We get a 30-yard gain off a quick throw because I've got a pressure plan. And we got one more here, to kind of kick them into overtime. Full out pressure. He had missed this earlier in the game. Hey, I'm going to fade away from the extra guy. I'm going to read. overtime and the big throw in overtime. He's made a lot of growth this year. Shows how he's bringing his feet with his eyes. Love, that's really good. The other thing is he's avoiding the sacks. He's throwing hot. He's avoiding the sacks, which really crushed them last year. This guy's really something right now. So good. So much at stake. Big game. Guys playing well in the big moments. Rich, can't wait to watch this one. Well,
Sticky Wilds.
Sack record Myles Garrett's chasing today, set by Stray in 2001. Brett Favre gave him a little bit of a cookie. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be giving Myles Garrett a cookie today because he'd be breaking
Is that a bonus round?
record of one T.J. Watt. Okay, so
we play another football game.
Most touchdown passes in Packers history. Myles Garrett was on the field.
What happened? I thought it was a. Oh, this is the bonus round.
This man does not appear to be in a cookie-giving mood. He probably is coming in today. Probably told T.J. Watt to his face, I'm not getting sacked today. And the offensive line, I'm sure, has been so instructed. We will see what happens, obviously. Bigger fish to fry in terms of AFC North titles on the line as well.
They stick, but they have to keep landing.
What do I think about it? I think it's a good opportunity to put him in the graveyard. Gotta love Myles Garrett. Gotta love him. Richie Condon, take it away.
Rich, Myles Garrett needs just one sack today to make history for the most sacks in a single NFL season with 23. The problem, he's going up against the quarterback behind me, Aaron Rodgers, who he's never sacked before. He said that he wants to do it and put it up on the wall, saying it's a legendary record that he's chasing. Aaron Rodgers is the legendary quarterback. What better way to make history than doing it against Aaron Rodgers? Myles has had success against the Steelers here in Cleveland. The past two times they've played against the Browns here, he's sacked the Steelers 5 times. Mike Tomlin says he's the reason that they have not been able to get a win here in Cleveland since 2021, and he fully understands what they're walking into today.
Richard, thanks so much. We got 5 years of history to right some wrongs. The Steelers could have won the division last night if Baltimore would have lost, but that was not a case thanks to Derrick Henry, those 200-something plus yards for a touchdown. So what should be the game plan for Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin's Steelers to clinch the division the first time since 2020?
Well, they have to be phenomenal in Myles Garrett equalizer plays.
Okay, so how do they do that?
Hey, what do? You got to run the ball. You got to run the ball early and often and away from him. You got to get in third and manageables. What do you got to do? Screens. You got to do draws. Misdirection plays. Boots. And then Kurt just talked about chipping. You got to send somebody in him. Send multiple people at Myles Garrett all game. Make sure you know where he's at all times. And then defensively, they've been great against the run. 39 yards over the last 2 games. And you've seen what happened last week. Junkins went down.
Yep.
And we've seen Shador play his worst game when he didn't have the run game. So you got to make Shador beat you by stopping the run and make them one-dimensional.
I was paying attention to what you guys were putting down with the chips. You want to chip in, not chip out. You want to get closer to the quarterback. You're a boy, and that is your winning game plan. But I have a little something that may soil the feelings of all of the Panther fans today. It's the fact that the Seahawks absolutely dominate in the 1 p.m. Eastern time zone since 2020. Under Mike McDonald, get this, they have the best record in the NFL. They're 6-0, averaging 28.5 points and only allowing 15.5. With more on this game of Seahawks at the Panthers, here's Cam Wolf.
Kimmy, the Seahawks have turned around their season and their trajectory of their career.
Let's go. We're going to have to play one more hockey game, dude. I mean, one more football game.
For Sam Darnold, betting that Darnold could duplicate what he did in Minnesota. The results have been immense.
Wait, where's this promo thing?
And they believe Darnold could take them to the NFC West title. I watched them warm up.
Those daily rockets, man.
This week, there weren't going to be any special feelings. He has a lot of respect for Charlotte. That's what I saw in pregame as well. But if we talk about this Seattle team making a run, it's going to be on the heels of a defense built by Snyder, a belief in JSN, their top receiver, and a bet on Darnold being
go back tomorrow. You have to do it every day, dude.
Now to my fellow Wolf, Khalid.
Thank you, Cam. Listen, my voice is the howl. That's what happens when you're a wolf. Okay, Panthers and Seahawks. And, I think it's interesting that J.C. Horn spent his first 2 years in the league with Sam Darnold as a Panther. And now Sam Darnold is throwing to the league's leading wide receiver in Jackson Smith and Jigba. He accounts for 44% of the Seahawks receiving yards. So
formations and motions and different formations that they're. So Jackson has the advantage. I like this team right here, but you know what? This game seems like a double trap game to me.
Double trap.
Double trap. That's the first time I ever said that. Because
Why?
the Seahawks might be looking for the Niners next week, and the Panthers might be looking for the Bucks next week. So we got to play this game, fellas. It's a good game. It's an important game.
A double trap game.
Double
You're going to
trap.
have to figure out how to follow that up. You got to stay locked in. And I have a big game forecast for Jackson Smith and Jake.
You're chasing
99
something.
yards and the touchdown, like you talked about. It's all about zone and all about getting those yards after the catch. What we're going to say is,
Right now, give the guy 100 yards.
Bullshit.
I'm just kidding. It's just a projection. We can give him 100 in our book now. All right, so Mooch wants the over on that one. Of course, let's send it out now to Mike Garafolo. What's up, Stevie?
Hi, Colleen. Happy early New Year to you. Good news for the Patriots ahead of this game against the Jets. Travion Henderson cleared concussion protocol on Saturday and will play today. We know his home run ability. We saw it a couple of weeks ago against the Jets. He needs 224 yards in 2 games, which is not out of the question to get to 1,000 yards. Not out of the question because you see his home run ability. When I talked to folks at the Patriots, I said, what's made him so effective? They said, well, as he's gone throughout the season, he's gotten more patient. He's been better at finding lanes. It was never too big for him. He got here from Ohio State. It was just early in the season, some pass protection as to maybe why he wasn't on the field that much. That's still a work in progress, but you see the way that he performs in the field during the week. Outstanding preparation. That's why he's been able to have some big games lately, and they hope again today, Rich.
Well, the Patriots hit on their quarterbacks here. The Jets haven't in the last few drafts. The Patriots have picked in front of the Jets the last few drafts, and now here they are. One win against the
All right. Well, I actually threw $5 on the Steelers to win. So actually, if they win, I only get $11. I don't win a whole lot. So but I still. You could try to build off of that. If you have the discipline, say, I don't recommend gambling. The best way to win at gambling is to not gamble at all. But if you do dabble in it, like just try like winning, put in $10 and try to just win $1 a day. $1. If you have the discipline, win $1 over 30 days, and your $10, you can triple your $30. So, and just. That's the only way to do it. Or you could put in 10 and go all out. You'd probably just wipe it out. You can try to like keep doubling it and climb the high, but you most likely just wipe. The more successful thing is just try to win $1 a day. But it takes a lot of discipline. It's a little more boring, but think about the stock market. If you can increase 10% a day, that's good. But your $10 is likely to go down, so don't count on winning $1 a day. Just you might have a chance of doing it. See what they say about Metcalf.
lost the appeal, so loses $500,000 in salary for this year, $45 million in future guarantees, gets voided. That's fully guaranteed next year, a $20 million guarantee for injury. The following year.
Yeah, let's go play a game, Ed. Try to get a win. See if we could put together a win here before the big game.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field.
This might get killed today.
Along the North Shore, the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Up next, it's our
They're the same
main event
thing, same
between
thing.
the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors.
And you can't change the roster, so it's like the same exact roster.
Johnson now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him
Here,
down.
let me do my roster changes, see if he does the same things. Get Jones in there.
Inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Give me the time to do it.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Rogers throwing to start it off.
That's the surprise I don't play more Steelers since they're
He's up to the 35.
doing so good in the standing.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Pressure coming. Rogers finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
The main thing I really like to do here is swap Harmon and Benton. Wait, where is it?
Seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
He didn't
First
really
down
let me
from the
do it,
42.
man. The Yaya Black got stuck in me.
From the shotgun, here's Rogers. And this one is knocked away from the intended targets. Good start from the defense here. As that incompletion brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is like an asshole where he wouldn't let me switch my guys. So Benton got stuck. Yaya Black got stuck out there instead of Benton. And I can't switch it until I got the manual to do it.
Quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and 1. Now Rogers. This finds his target. That's Metcalf.
He likes that little play
They make the tackle at the
Metcalf.
38. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. On 1st down, Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet.
I think I played this guy before earlier in the year.
That you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
To throw, Rogers. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
From the red zone on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
I hope Thielen has a big game for Pittsburgh today, because, like, think about it. They brought him here to be a big player. He once was. I know he's not what he used to be. Oh! But he could, like, summon the energy for one game, dude.
Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, and I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
I think that made it too easy when I pulled off.
The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series.
Well, he looked real mighty until he got to the end zone and then slowed down a bit.
Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock.
Looks like I think I got his offense figured out already. He just does those little passes to Metcalf and then runs one and passes to Gainwell. Got to take away Gainwell and Metcalf and Warren.
Johnson with a return here. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. First and 10.
Time, 12:30.
Rodgers from the gun. Taking a deep shot there on first down.
1-on-1. I thought I'd throw it out there and give him the down.
Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
This our last play of the quarter. To throw again here on 2nd down. Rodgers into traffic, complete. And he's short of the first.
He won't have some of these plays in his arsenal.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it on 3rd and 5.
319. Cat 300. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw. He's going deep. This is caught.
Over Holcomb.
One of the game's biggest plays.
That cat's got to catch that over Holcomb's head.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish up.
That's why I'm surprised more people don't play with the Steelers. They're so powerful.
He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake
the offense.
Your preparation makes you wonder what's in store.
That line, it's suspicious. They've been doing pretty good.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Johnson now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. It's a screen play to Warren. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong
escape
direction.
Watt
First
like
play
that.
sent down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first,
Mute
you're thinking
opponent.
stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal
I like to
gain
mute
to
the
stay
opponent so
on
he
pace,
can't
but
hear what I'm
instead,
saying.
the defense
Double
creates a
team
negative play
PK
and sends
here.
him back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line. 2nd down.
And covered Gainwell.
Here's Rodgers.
Oh, he's lucky as hell.
Interception is dropped. Looked a whole
Is
lot
he
like the last
lucky?
play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd
If
down.
it's long, yeah, it's going to be hard for
Fairly
the
safe to say is that one
Steelers.
falls
3rd and
incomplete this
long.
first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Check 30. Inside.
Here he goes. 3rd and long.
Watt got in there.
He was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver.
He better
there.
punt,
And they're going to
yeah.
be stuck with a 4th and long.
Even so, he's
I think
giving
that
up
was the
bad
type of
field
play we
position.
expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field.
Shut him
That
down
third
in a
stop.
hurry to
And this one
figure it
skips
out.
out of bounds and will be marked
Oh.
inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Double team DK and then it's almost
Offense into the
impossible.
shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Blitz coming for Rodgers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers thrown again on 2nd. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the
Yeah, Eccles has been doing good, man.
surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Get 300. 158. Hey, take 26.
Third and long. They're going to throw.
Oh, he's got a catch that. It was in his hands.
Knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete,
Change
incomplete.
punch
You're
here,
going to the
man.
sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Decent,
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
decent punt.
158.
Rodgers off the play action. That one's caught along the left sideline.
I
Into the
think
red
that's
zone.
it.
He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead on the first play of the drive. was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to
so
somebody
open
who knew
like that.
exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Good job.
Now Boswell
They'll
on
go to
send
Giant
this
Eagle
away.
after the game, dude.
Johnson with a return here.
Oh,
Brought down to end that
I
run
didn't need to
back.
make
We
that
have reached
extra
our 2-minute
move.
warning. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half.
I
More
should
from
have went
Acrisure
to
Stadium
me
in
up,
just a
not
moment.
him.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Hit applied by Keanu Benton.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Rodgers set to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
First
line.
down throw here by Rodgers.
Oh, Pierre came up with it. Oh, I tried to burn Pierre. He had good coverage. It was it wasn't the best decision. It's when they press, I go deep. But you also have to look at it. And Pierre was right on him. Nice.
He's taken down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers.
Yes. Yes. Fumble touchdown.
And a defender's on it. This is a touchdown. The Steelers earn the chance to tie before halftime. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
What a wild game.
That mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points that won out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, looked to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage
Wild
things
game here.
and limit that significant damage.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
The throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
He doesn't seem to be where the fuck, or he is. He knows the real game starting soon.
Trying an inside give to Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
I really want to win though after losing 2 in this morning, and I was won 7 in a row earlier. I'm right back on the winning track. Also, I'm going for Champion 3, so I'm going to finish Champion's going to be twice this year. I got Champion 3.
I guess it's tough for
Which is
anybody
the
to make a
highest
play
you
every
can
time.
get.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that
You
stings
drop
like a
sometimes.
seconds in
Go
the
for it
ice.
here, man.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive
No
effort. Forcing
hesitation.
incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of
Don't
guys
let me go
ever
for
let
it. I
go
get
of
the
a
ball
football
right here. That's
when they
what
got
these
a
kids
first
do,
down right
man.
in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
No backspin
This
on
one
it.
never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback.
See if I could get a
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to
Metcalf open
halftime.
here.
Looking to throw. This is a heater going deep. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in
This
our
too long
first
though.
half.
It's a little too close to the real kickoff.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Johnson with a return here. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. A run for Warren here to start the third. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Johnson up the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Eric Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st down, Steelers.
Now Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers.
Oh, man! People are going to go out there and cover him with both of them.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception.
It's still open. It's just not a good throw. It's pretty tight window. Good cover, Metcalf.
It's 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. He fires one deep down the left sideline.
He almost caught it. I have to plant, dude. I should have thrown to Gainwell, but he looked covered too.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And that's going to pin them as
Can't get much
deep as
better
they
than
can
that.
go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line.
This is a crazy game. It's like real Steelers. Check. 12 to
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. And no margin for error.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers.
Oh man, I did get in there.
And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20.
He
After 3 quarters, we're still neck
dodged
and
the
neck.
bullet
Neither
there.
side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th.
Wait. No, stop.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You don't need to go sleep on the computer.
Tough one to retain
Yeah.
through that hit.
You need to go lay down on the computer.
So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
All the left side.
Yeah, right.
This one doesn't go far.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Oh yeah.
Bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes.
Gonna have to punt.
And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one
Whoa.
forces a 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it, and this will come from just inside his end zone. His work begins at the 31.
Oh, I tried to go in and out, and it wasn't faked. Not sure it's because he wasn't faked, it's because he has no agility to change his trajectory.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route for that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Trying to get outside here with Warren. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it.
I didn't really want to.
Right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
I wasn't trying to run out of bounds.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Warren running between the tackles. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Warren. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. The Steelers calling their 1st timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a
Yeah,
great
he's
defensive
saying
play
if they
jarred
could
loose
build him.
incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down,
Why wouldn't
it's
you
down
put the
coverage.
Cougar
Put
you've
your
been
cover
holding
guys
him?
on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
Throwing now. And
That's
a Pittsburgh
why.
touchdown. The
What do I want to win
Steelers
then?
have taken
Go
the
to
lead
overtime.
late. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time
Give
on
me
the
a
clock?
one timeout too if I could get him into a wasted box situation.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
It was a good game, man. I just too close to one now. It's like 5 minutes.
Johnson now on the return. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
3 minutes.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey,
Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. It's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. To throw.
Yes.
No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that's going to make it just about worst-case scenario for this offense, Brock. It is 4th and long. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down.
319.
Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, there was no way that defense was
Good. I
going
think he wanted to
to
run the clock though.
I dare to say that was the most energetic
It's a
and
little too
frenzied we've
long.
seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
To make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
Right. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. Go Steelers. If the Steelers win, I'll post later AFC champions. Otherwise, see you next week.